Dope. Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay, hit me.
What's this? Oh, wait, do we want to start? Are we trying to follow an order here?
No, we're not to that point yet.
Okay,
But
thank Christ. That's a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this ancient poop, aka Chet?
I don't know what that is.
Did I do that?
It's under your thing.
I thought you planted it.
You put the ancient poop. I put the AKA chat.
Okay.
Just because I was bored and I was.
I have no clue.
And I was like,
poop.
Well, you put a bunch of question marks after it, so I'm like, she doesn't even know.
I think I know now, but the AKA chat really confused me. But I like that. I like that nickname for you.
Yeah, ancient poop.
No, yeah. So I was thinking the other day. It may have been while I was pooping. I don't really remember. But I was like, how did like the people of yore, the ancients, deal with poop? Like, how did they clean their buttholes? They must have had hemorrhoids just all the fucking goddamn time. Like, because they couldn't get that shit cleaned out proper.
They probably did a better job than us. Didn't they just go down to the creek and like splash some creek water in there?
Yeah, but you can't just splash water in there. You got to get some kind of rubbing action.
They scrubbed it. Agent. They probably scrubbed it. They probably grabbed a leaf.
They're fucking, I don't know, man.
Went down there, got it, soaked it in the water, scraped that out. And listen, they're eating way better than us. A lot more fiber. They probably had less poop issues.
Less nasty poop.
Yeah, they probably had...
What about, like... What?
I don't know. I was like, maybe they just drag their asses on the fucking grass like my cats do on my carpet.
Ew, but like on the sand? Like, ouch.
No, on the grass. I said on the grass.
What about places that didn't have grass? You're being very, colonist.
They would be like, how's that colonist?
I don't know.
What?
You're assuming that all people who lived then had grass. Or as a matter of fact, most probably didn't.
Hey, listen, I thought we were talking North America specifically.
I'm thinking of like the Jesus people, dude.
Oh, those people are fucked up. Who knows what
or
they were
like
doing.
the Old Testament fuckers. Can you imagine? Were they getting their buttholes clean? That's what I want to know.
I think so. I bet their buttholes were cleaner than ours.
I don't know, man. Because they were so taboo about this kind of thing too. I don't know. Like, what about like periods? Like, how were women dealing with that shit?
Listen, they had to keep that secret. We didn't talk about that, so who knows?
Yeah, so how do you secretly deal with that if you don't got fucking tampons and pads? Are you just wearing a fucking ass, like, towel? You gotta go, like, dump that out every once in a while?
They probably
and
did.
Keep wearing the same one?
They probably had, like, a thick cloth. Talking about periods.
Shove a baguette down there. I'm getting a little buzzy buzz.
Are you? What are you
working
drinking?
on, so I got me some white clam. Of the raspberry variety, but I added some vodka because I ain't no pussy.
You added even more.
No bitch.
That's
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
I know that. You gotta tell me. We all know.
Oh.
Yeah.
My little heart.
Us and our listeners. All 15 or 16 of them.
10, 5, 3 of them.
Well, we got 16 downloads for this last episode, so.
Hell yeah.
We're getting up there, man. And you know what? I have to say, my Good Morning Julia video on Instagram got more likes than your Try It Out. So
it did? In what world? I'm pissed.
It got one more like. So
I'm still pissed off.
It could very well just be yeah. What?
Was it all the exact same people and then the one was just a different person, like one extra person?
I mean, I may be ignorant. I don't know how to work Instagram, but it just says like 13 likes and then like lists the last 2 likes, but then I can't click on I can't pull up the master list of likes. I don't know how to work Instagram or
the master list.
The master. I don't know what it's called technically, but
the masturbator of likes.
The masturbator.
Go to hell.
I know I did that. Why? Because I misspoke? Jesus.
Yes.
Because I said masturbator.
Yeah. It makes me more upset the more you tell about it.
Now, when I said it, do you think batter like a baseball bat? Or do you think
batter, swing? Batter.
Do they really say that at baseball? Or is that just a thing?
I think it's just a thing.
What if you started saying that? Would they get annoyed? Would they be like, shut the fuck up?
Probably. They'd be like, what is this, 6th grade, bitch? Go home. Do you even know baseball? And I'd be like, that's a fucking touchdown, motherfucker. That's a hole-in-one right fucking there.
I feel like that's probably why they wanted me to quit Little League. I probably was saying shit like that.
Yeah, I like to think that adult me is very similar to child you.
Yeah, it's probably true. That's why we get along so well. Did you play softball or anything? Did you do any sports?
Hell the fuck no. I did 1 year of tennis. And that was my sophomore year of high school, and I was mediocre at best. But no, as a child, I went to school and I came home, and that was it.
Jesus.
That was the whole bit.
See, I always wanted to sign up for a sport in high school, like maybe tennis. I thought about that, like the classier sports like tennis or golf. But I never did it. I thought
where you don't run as much.
Yeah, but I was like, aren't they in the summer and it's like hot out and shit? And I was like, I don't want to do that. It's hot.
It was fine. Tennis was fine. I did it 1 year. I was glad I did it, but the next year I wasn't like, oh, I better fucking do that again.
Yeah. You know what I like? Badminton. What? That's a fun one.
Oh, is that the one with the birdie?
Yeah, the little birdie ball thing.
Bye birdie. Fuck yeah. I used to dominate the shit out of that in gym class, motherfucker.
Did you? I didn't dominate it, but I liked it okay.
Yeah, I probably didn't really dominate it.
I was like, did you really?
Did you really? It's just in my mind. Although maybe it was when I was playing tennis, so like the skills loaned themselves.
Leaned themselves. To one being able.
Master batter.
Now, my parents have a ping pong table, so I'm going to be playing that in a couple days. So
you mean some table tennis?
Or table tennis, if you will.
Shit, I fucking will.
Yeah, man, I'm going to be hitting them balls.
You're going to be hitting that.
I love it. They have a pool table, and I'm like, no, let's put the table tennis board on here. Pool is much too adult and hard for me to master.
Like life.
Yeah, you should know that.
Yeah. I meant me.
No, I'm
also you.
As if I'm speaking to my family. They should know.
Oh, got it.
But yeah, I'll be playing some table tennis, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Maybe some.
I'm gonna be. Oh.
What are you gonna be doing?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna be drinking and wearing. Listen, last year for Christmas, I got my grandparents matching shirts with me. And they say the Christmas tree isn't the only thing getting lit this year.
Oh shit, that's cool. So did you guys all get lit, or?
We had a few, yeah. I mean, nobody was wasted, but like we had our buzz on.
Cool, that's awesome.
It was super cool.
I don't think anyone will be getting drunk at my. Oh, probably just me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hold on.
I'll be the only one, to be honest. My mom might, but I don't. She can get a little out of control, so I try. She's not dissimilar from me when I drink too much, honestly. I try to get a lot of it.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree,
yeah. So, you gotta watch her.
Yeah.
She can be a little hard to handle.
She's a little fucking wild.
Well, she's retired. She ain't got shit to do, so she's like, I can drink. What am I doing?
Yeah, dude. Why the fuck not?
No, I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm just saying, I don't know, if I want to be there. Shit, man. What do we got? What's on the docket, as they say?
Well, shit. I found a new idol this week.
Who's this?
It's some Chinese woman that was stopped in Beijing for having a bottle of cognac in her carry-on. So that? No, you can't do that. So TSA was like, no, you can send it home with, a friend who brought you to the airport, or you can throw it out, or maybe you can mail it to yourself. But what she did instead was sit in the corner and chug the entire bottle.
Hell yeah. I mean, you're going to be... Where was she flying to?
Where was she flying to?
Well, I bet it was a long flight, wherever she was going.
Yeah, so. I'm thinking international.
Yeah. So I would have done the same. I got 100%.
But she ended up getting super drunk, passing out, and puking, and they didn't let her on the plane.
Well, that's what happens when you chug a bottle of anything.
Yeah.
Or even sip out of it, as I found.
Yeah. And maybe get 1/3 to 1/2 of the way through.
Right. So, I mean, I relate to this lady, because I probably would have done the exact same thing. I'd be like, oh, you know what? I can just fucking drink at least a quarter of this, or
yeah, I'm good here.
We'll see what happens.
Nothing to see, no
I'm not
problem.
Gonna waste it. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta mail this shit. Like, I'm at the airport. What? I gotta go to the fucking mail kiosk and be like, mail this shit, or I have to walk out of the fucking terminal and give it to the fucker. I mean, those TSA motherfuckers probably just wanted it for themselves.
Yeah, I would have fucking... Apparently it was Remy Martin XO Excellence, which is valued at roughly $200 US.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I wouldn't be throwing that out. That's $200, dude. It'd be different if it was like some Hawkeye vodka, you know. I'd be like, fine, take this poison. But,
So, that's expensive. She must... I hope she did. I hope that was a gift. I hope she didn't buy that herself, because now I kind of don't like her if she's spending $200 on bullshit.
Although, I don't know, I kind of like to think that she's just such a privileged bitch that she just bought herself a $200 bottle... Sorry, $200. $200 fuck off. $200 bottle of liquor, thinking I'm just gonna get on my first class flight with my liquor in my carry-on, and that won't fucking be a problem. You know, and then she'd like get stopped by TSA, and she's like, like, I couldn't have possibly foreseen this coming. Let me just go sit down and chug this fucking bottle, because I'm not wasting $200.
That's an antiquated rule. Why can't you bring alcohol on to a flight? What's the point?
You know, I think it's probably relevant to the whole, like, bringing, you know, creating an explosive, having a bottle of liquids. When I say the word organic, I read the word orgasmic, and I'm like, am I just a slut? Or do they look that similar?
Could be both. But,
let me know. Jury's out.
Stop it. I mean, to break some.
Yeah. Did you hear about these fucking bigots in fucking goddamn Europe?
Fucking goddamn Europe? Well, no, where are these fucking goddamn European bigots doing now?
Yeah, I know. I didn't think that they existed, really, honestly. Or at least not nearly so much as ours do. But, you know the chocolate bar Toblerone?
Yeah, I know it.
According to CNN, Toblerone got Halal certified, and it just outraged the far right in Europe, because they were like, what the fuck is this Islamization of Europe? This is some bullshit. Boycott Toblerone, like people on Twitter.
Well, I mean, I was kind of aware that there's some issues with what do you want to call it? Immigration and all that in Europe when it comes to...
Yeah, I didn't fucking know that. I thought we were the only uncultured bigot swine.
No.
No.
There's plenty of bigotry to go around, but...
No.
But, we just so happen to know about ours because we live here. And we're ignorant Americans and we don't really care, but to learn about other countries, like, oh, they're racist too. Cool. Good for them.
Yay! It's not just
Good
us.
for them.
Oh my god, yeah, people are like losing their fucking minds.
Why?
And it's funny but sad to read the tweets, because they're just terrified of fucking Islam.
Wait, we're talking about a fucking candy
chocolate bar. Well, and the funny thing is, like, they didn't make a lot of changes to their process in order to become halal certified. Like, very little has changed, I believe, from what I'm reading. But they just are like, oh yeah, we're gonna, like, become halal certified so we can sell to that market too, when we're pretty much already there and people are just losing their fucking minds.
Right. They're like, listen, guys, we're just trying to make money here. We sell fucking
chocolate.
Exactly. We sell chocolate.
I'm like, yeah, if they're already there and they just need the little, like, piece of paper that's like, yep, this is halal, like, fucking make that money, dude. Like,
here's what I want to know.
Yep.
Is Hershey's halal?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, when Hershey's goes halal, then we're gonna have a goddamn problem.
America's gonna lose its shit.
Then something's gonna be happening over here, and we ain't gonna take it. Because I seen what happened to my brothers over there with their Toblerone bars, whatever the hell they're called, and we ain't letting it happen to a good American chocolate. American chocolate's pure as the driven snow. Goddamn. Henry Hershey's a goddamn American icon. We're gonna let his name be trampled upon by the so-called religion. I'm doing a bit. Making fun. That's not really me. You didn't know. So that could happen. That could be. It could be coming to America. You know, we got bigger. We're trying to build a wall via a Patreon fundraiser right now.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to Mexico's gonna pay for it?
Well, first it's Mexico, and then it's like, then I guess we had to, but Congress or whatever is like, we're not doing that. So he's like, I'm shutting down the government. Now we're just gonna do it through Patreon.
But you know what? They're fucking probably gonna get the money that they need. That depresses the fuck out of me. All these rich fuckers are like, here's $1 million, build that wall.
But how much is that? Isn't it like a couple $1 billion I need to...
Yeah.
I seen that there's a counter Patreon that's been opened that is to provide ladders to immigrants.
Yes!
Fuck
me up.
I am donating to neither because I
have no money.
I don't have the money for that bullshit. But I don't think, Patreon or not, I don't think any wall is going to be coming up, so...
No, and I'm just amused, honestly. Like, as happy as I am that there's not a wall, because I was terrified of the idea of there being a wall, I'm also just like, remember how you so strongly insisted that there would be a wall? And it just makes me smile.
I don't know. I don't get the wall, whatever, why? I don't even get it. I don't even understand the mindset of it, but...
Yep.
God bless them.
No, I'm like, I don't think that a physical wall is going to accomplish nearly so much as you're spending on it. Like, it's not going to be worth the money, but okay.
Yeah. Aren't they supposed to be all about fiscal responsibility and
you'd think
not wasting money on fucking bridges to nowhere, or the fuck they say?
Bridges to Terabithia?
Boondoggles. Hey, man, do you like that movie? That is a pretty good movie. Have you seen it?
I watched it very recently, actually.
Like really?
The new one, not the old one.
There's an old one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. No, I didn't know.
But yeah, I read the book when I was young, and it's one of the few books that, I remember into my adulthood. So yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh, I liked that movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. It was one of the earlier movies that, taught you about, sadness, shit going wrong.
Like someone might die, or where the fuck happens in it? Does someone die? Yeah. What happens? It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm saying I like it, but I can't remember most of it.
Spoiler alert, guys. Yes, the girl, there's a guy and a girl and they're friends, right? And the girl drowns in the river.
Okay, I remember them they're playing in the woods or some bullshit.
Yeah, and, so they would take this rope swing across the river to go play in the woods, and then she went by herself one day and she fell and drowned. And then he built a bridge to Terabithia so that it wouldn't happen to anyone else, and that's why it's called Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh, see, I blanked out on that part about the bridge, the main
the
title.
It's all good. I got your back.
I just remember liking it. I had a good impression of it. I remember watching it and being like, you know what? Not bad.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that one. I remember fucking the Hatchet and all those books. Did you read that shit?
I don't know what that shit is. The Hatchet?
Oh my god. It was some kid was in an airplane flying to Alaska and the airplane crashed and the pilot had a heart attack and died and he had to survive in the woods by himself.
Oh wait, that kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah, there was a few books that were like that, in that series.
Maybe I'm thinking of another book, because that's a common story, a plane crashes and a kid has to survive. Yeah. We definitely read a book with that plot when I was in school.
It was probably, is it Gary Paulson or Brian Paulson, the Hatchet? Something Paulson. It's one of the, hang on, I gotta know now. And I have to know who the other one is too. Why did those two names come to my head? The Hatchet, oh god. Keep up, computer.
Did you read that book where the little Indian girl was left on the island?
The Indian in the cupboard?
No, the little Indian girl, she's left on the island all by herself.
No.
Well, that was a good one. We read that.
Is that Pocahontas?
No, she wasn't left on
I'm just being rude.
You are. This, she was a girl, she's part of a tribe, and maybe they get killed or something, and she's left alone on the island. And then Jesus. I think several decades later, some colonists come or something. And I don't know how that's really a happy ending, because it's I guess you have some human contact, but it's an entirely different culture.
Yeah, and so much later.
Yeah, they'll probably try to kill you or make you
They'll
sick.
probably try to fucking spread the gospel, and then you'll fucking kill them, because get the fuck out of my face with that Jesus bullshit.
That'd be the worst thing about being stuck on an island by yourself. It's the shitty internet. And what if it went down? You can't call Mediacom to come fix it. Where did you go? Okay.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Yep.
Hey, where do you go?
I tried to close out of my Google tab for The Hatchet by Gary Paulson, and then my computer just froze a little bit casually.
Sure. it cut out, so I don't know.
Oh, my computer froze when I tried to close out of my Gary Paulson tab.
Okay. Gary Paulson. Is he the dude?
Yeah, he's the
Hatchet
dude.
Man?
Yeah, not Brian Paulson, Gary Paulson. He wrote The Hatchet.
I want to know what this goddamn island fucking shit is.
Yeah, good the fuck luck.
Indian girl left on island book. Island of the Blue Dolphins. That's what it's called.
Look at you.
It's a 1960s children's novel, which tells the story of a 12-year-old girl stranded alone for years on an island off the California coast.
God, that's terrifying.
Oh, it's exciting because it's like, she has to take care of herself. It's like Castaway, but with a...
That's what I was thinking when you were describing it earlier. I was like, Wilson!
But with a native woman.
Instead of Tom Hanks.
With a brown-skinned woman. Look at this. You go from the 1960s, we could get a book with a brown-skinned woman surviving on an island. Then we get to the 90s, or the 2000s, or that fucking movie came out. And they're like, well, we can do it, but it's got to be Tom Hanks.
Hey, you know what? Don't talk shit about Tom Hanks, though.
I'm not talking shit about him.
I'm
just saying,
not talking shit about him.
I really do dig his hair in that movie. After he's been on the island.
Hell yeah. He's got
frizzy, blonde
that rugged hair. Man look.
He looks fucking cool. I do. That movie is so bittersweet because he fucking survives the island. He goes back. The woman was with someone else.
She moved the fuck on.
Why wouldn't she just leave? But I would feel like, personally, I'm like, okay, I would have harbored feelings for this person probably, even though I did move on quotations and I'm married or whatever the fuck she's doing. But I could easily leave that person.
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What do you mean? How is that not? That seems way more socially acceptable to me.
No, it's not. Like, when you move on and marry someone else, you need to have actually moved on. What the fuck? You're a sick fuck.
How is that sick? I think that's just being honest. I think if you polled a bunch of people and you said, hey, I'm assuming, I don't know if they really we don't see enough of their relationship in the movie. Like, I'm assuming this is like the love of her life, or maybe this is just some dude she's fucking banging and they they hang out sometimes. I don't know. They really
that she loves them both.
But couldn't you? Why? Okay, let's put you in this position. Let's say you're with some dude.
Yeah.
Well, I already know your answer.
Yeah, I'm like, bring it on, bitch. Put me in that fucking situation.
Oh, okay. Let me give you all the information.
So, okay.
You're in love with this guy. Here's the thing. You love him, right? He's #1 best dude ever.
Totally.
He goes on the plane. It crashes. Like, that fucker died. And now a couple years, you're in your mourning for however long.
Yeah.
Couple months, couple weeks.
Oh
no!
For how long years? Come on, cut me some slack, Jesus.
Okay, but here's the other thing that we don't know.
What?
Okay, they don't answer this in the movie. I don't believe. We don't know how. I mean, what if things aren't going good with you and the other guy, the dentist, or whatever the fuck he is?
Well, yeah, but what if they're going really well? And like, yeah, I loved Tom Hanks, but it's been 5 fucking years. Like, I moved on. I'm a different person than I was when I was with him. And I still love him, but I'm not going to leave what I have now just because he's not actually dead. And that fucking sucks for him, and that breaks my heart. It does. But, like, my life has totally changed.
I think I would definitely... And this guy, listen, this guy's going to be rich. He's going to get a book deal. He's going to get a movie deal. I mean, listen.
He's going to become Tom Hanks.
Yeah, basically, if a dude was actually stranded, or Tom Hanks was going to play him in a movie, and he... Either way, if a dude was stranded on an island for several years and survived and then came back, he'd be like a huge celebrity. He'd get a huge book deal. He's got the money.
You're a shallow motherfucker.
No, I loved him at one point, and I never stopped. I think this shows I have a bigger heart than you. I would never let go of that person.
Listen, Linda. It would go one of two ways for me. One of two ways. Either... One, the way that I described, where I genuinely moved on and married someone else. And yeah, I'll always love that person. but I love this person and I'm with this person and that's who I'm with. Or I did not move on and I'm with this other person, but this other person fucking knows that I'm still in that, you know, that I still have those feelings. We're open, we're honest about that.
I think that's what was happening.
Well, then in that case, I might fucking leave him, but how do you know that's what was happening? You got no clue.
That's what I read into the characters. They kind of share a moment when he comes to the house at night and it's raining and there's a glance. I read into it.
Have you watched La La Land?
Hell no.
Oh my god. Okay, no.
Not that I have anything against it. I'm just saying I haven't seen it.
That movie shook me to my core. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that a similar thing or no?
Kind of What's relevant to what we're talking about. No, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, okay.
But just you should watch it sometime. I'll tell you what.
What's his name?
Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone.
The handsome guy.
Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Here's what happened though. Listen, you might feel a lot less strongly about it than I do because I watched it at a very pivotal time in my life.
Okay.
When it was like, I was like on the cusp of breaking up with my last boyfriend and we both knew it was coming, like, and so then I went and watched this movie and I'm just like crying in the movie theater like, oh my god. Yeah.
I probably won't have the same connection then.
No. It was very specific. I was like, this is me. This is my life.
I'll try to watch it with that mindset though.
Okay.
See if,
be like, okay, I'm Kelsey. I'm Kelsey. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I may still not like it, or I may love it. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I like the little Ryan guy. I like that guy.
And Emma Stone is to die for.
Emma Stone's cool.
I'd suck her clit.
I'd suck Ryan's dick. Oh, dude, that reminds me, dude. This is fucked up. I know how to cover this thing.
Come on, give it to me.
Well, no, I just hate it when you have a dream and someone is in your dream that you don't want in there.
Yes.
Okay, and I had this dream, and it was like slightly sexual in nature, but it wasn't like. Here's the thing: I was with this person. I don't know, it was a dream, so I vaguely remember what was happening. But we're in like a moving vehicle, like an RV. Okay, we're in a bed together. And I'm like really upset I'm in a bed with this person. And I don't want to be in bed with them. And I don't know how to get out of it, like, because it's my dream, so I don't have control over this. I mean, as I woke up, I was like, why didn't I just get out of that bed when I was in a dream? So I'm in the bed with this person. I don't know how to accurately describe this. This is so bizarre. I don't know.
I'm so ready.
I don't know why. This is so bizarre. So I'm laying there, and they're like rubbing their cheek on my cheek, like trying to like, you know.
Oh God.
They want something.
That's a hot.
Yeah. They want something, and I don't, but I can't get out of here. And they roll my hand. In my dream, it's like laying at my side. I'm laying back on my back under some covers. My hands are laying at my side.
How many clothes are you guys wearing?
Palms up. I can't recall in the dream. I don't remember any nudity, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't think she was. Okay, here's the thing I can say: 100%. This female was definitely clothed.
Okay.
100%, because this ties into the bizarre thing. It's not bizarre. I don't know what this says. All kinds of fucked up shit about me. Probably.
I'm so ready.
But she, God, this is terrible. I hate dreams. But I'm not responsible for it, so I can tell you what happened.
That's right.
She rolls over on my hand, so my hand is in her crotch, and all I remember is that her like vagina like clamped onto my hand, and I in my dream I'm like, she has a very muscular vagina. That's weird. Like that's impossible. Like that's not even possible for a vagina to do that.
Oh my
and like
God.
had like reached out and like gripped my hand.
Like used her labia to just wrap around.
And that was the dream. And this was like a person. You know, it's one of those intrusive things where a person invades your dream.
Yes.
And I don't even think about this person in my daily. They were just there.
Yeah.
And they gripped their they like basically. I don't know why I feel bad about this. I was sexually assaulted.
Yeah,
in this
you were
dream.
assaulted.
I was in a bed. I didn't want to be in there. They were rubbing my cheek. I didn't want to rub cheeks. They rolled their vagina over onto my
and
fingers and gripped it and clamped it down. But in my dream, even in my dream though, I was in my head in the dream. I was like, "Damn, that is crazy. She can grip things with her vagina." I mean, I wasn't even like excited about it in a sexual way. Like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah.
I was like, "That is fucking creepy. That is fucked up."
I'm
trapped now.
I wish I could physically do that though. That'd be so badass.
I don't know. I don't know if it's possible, but in my dream it was. I'm
gonna start training.
Unsettling. I didn't like it. I don't like this person.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it. I have anxiety about not liking this person, and that now they're trying to grip me with their vagina.
Yeah.
It was the worst. And we were in we were in an RV. I don't know who was driving the fucking RV. I think maybe I had some anxiety about that too. I think this thing was like moving with no one at the wheel.
Yeah.
And oh my god.
Hey, speaking of dreams.
Yeah.
I had a dream the other night. There was some other things that happened before this, but like the very end of the dream, somehow, I don't know if my head detached from my body or if I switched like brains with someone, like,
sure.
But there was a scenario where I was able to see myself stand up in front of me and
cool.
Well, not stand up. No. There's more. Don't.
Okay.
Don't.
Okay.
Not stand up, but like I was in front of myself, like on my knees with my ass in front of me, and it was my naked ass, but I got to see my own butthole from behind. And it was my thought in the dream, like what I experienced mentally, was like, my butthole doesn't look that bad. I was like, I'd fuck me from behind.
So have you been, now, is this entirely something you can explain, or have you been having butthole anxiety?
No, I don't think, I don't think so. Like, in general, everyone has some butthole anxiety, I think. Like, you know, when I would engage in activities where, like, I was being seen from behind, I was like, ugh, you know, that's probably not pretty. But then in the stream, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I see it. I could do that.
I could do that. I want to be afraid of that.
Yeah, I was like, I'd hit that from behind.
Sounds like a positive dream.
Yeah, it was
better than mine.
It was really affirming. Yeah, in your dream, you got molested. In my dream, I was like, you know what? I'd fuck me. And then when I woke up, I decided that I needed to like actually look at my butthole. So I got a mirror and I looked at my butthole.
I mean, we've all done it.
It's like it's been a while. It's been a while since I've tried this out, so I tried it out, and I found that I have like a little freckle by my butthole. Oh,
okay. I thought it was gonna be worse than that.
No. Because at first I was like, oh my god, like is that like poop or something? Like, I was like, no, there's no way. I had just showered. I was clean. I was a clean girl. Like, and I'm not gross in general. I'm not. I don't think.
I know. I believe you.
Thank you. Yeah. But there was just a moment of like, oh god, and I was like, oh no, that's part of me. So, fun fact.
Cool. So you're just checking out little butthole. I mean, that's a good thing. That's something you can't really check out comfortably.
No.
You know.
No, it was a whole ordeal. Definitely a process. Are you still there? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to listen to the conversations happening in the background.
Stop! No, I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's just
I didn't know people were gonna be here until it was too late.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a little Easter egg.
Here's something good. Man. If there's anything good, I'll leave it in.
They'll probably be like, those people back there sound way more interesting. I wish they were.
I wish they were on the podcast.
I wish they were on this shit.
Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, some people think dreams like actually mean something or say something about your personality or you know, what do you feel? How do you feel about that? I think dreams are like pretty much meaningless.
Yeah.
I mean, they may be a manifestation of something you're having anxiety about, but I don't think they're any like big secret or hidden.
Yeah, no, I don't think that there's any revelations about the universe or anything like that. But yeah, it just tells like, oh, what you think about, or like what you might have anxiety about or curiosity about, or even just what's important to you, or like your style of thought. Because like, for example, my dreams are always very, very like plausible. Like they're all things that generally could happen, other than me like switching bodies with someone. That was outlandish, but that's about as outlandish as it gets. And some people will be like, yeah, I dreamed that I was a dragon and that I was flying through like this like fucking prehistoric time, or like, and I'm like, you know what? I don't have any of that like fantastic bullshit going on in my dream whatsoever. It's always like, I'm me, and the people in my life are present, and it's like something that has happened, or something that is happening, or something that might happen. Like, it's always fairly grounded in reality, because I'm a very, like, I'm not an imaginative person.
An imaginative person. Here's the thing. I ain't never been no fucking dragon in none of my dreams, or any animal. Yeah. What the fuck? I think they're making it up. I don't
know. Or even if they're just like, oh, I flew, like.
Right. I've flown in dreams, kind of.
I don't do that
fallen.
shit.
I've fallen in dreams,
there you
I
go.
guess.
Yeah.
I flew and then I hit the ground.
I have thrown myself off of a building.
I have definitely had dreams where I've thrown myself off a building and been like, oh my god, that was the biggest mistake of your life. Why did you do that? And then I hit the ground and wake up, and I'm like, I'm alive.
Oh no.
Was it really that big of a mistake?
Yeah, you're like, you know what, honestly.
But I've never been a dragon. That's some made up shit. I don't buy it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe.
Sure
Maybe. I don't know. They didn't have no dragons in Inception. You ever seen that movie? They go into people's dreams?
Yeah, you're right. No dragons. But maybe those were all much more pragmatic people, like myself.
That's true. They're all like, scientists or like spies, like real grounded.
Yeah.
People.
Very, grounded in reality. They don't have time for this.
That's true.
Fantasy bullshit.
True. That movie kind of has some plot holes, though, so maybe,
Although it would be hard to
produce
such a movie sans loopholes.
True. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
In that old film.
Hey.
Dude, speaking of, yeah.
Oh, no, go on.
Oh, no.
You had a segue, go on.
No, I mean, it wasn't a segue. I was just going to say, speaking of dreams, today I was going to go out and do a whole bunch of stuff and do a lot of work, but I just stayed home and watched movies. And I watched the first 4 Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
The first 4? How many fucking are there?
4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 in the main series, and then there's a remake.
Jesus.
So 8, but I want to watch that remake bullshit. Anyways,
fuck
point
with that.
being, the second movie is just one of the greatest movies ever made. I'm watching it and I'm like, this movie's genius. The main character, like, this movie is made in the 80s, like 1984 or whatever, and the main character is obviously like a gay guy, and they just embrace it. And like, and I was trying to think in my head, has there been like a horror movie made or where there's been like a gay protagonist as the main character?
Yeah.
And one couldn't come to mind. I was like, wow, they did this in 1980. Now, they don't come out and straight out say he's gay, because you couldn't do that in the 80s probably.
But you could tell.
But it's like 110% apparent. And like, they've made, there's a documentary that came out about it a couple years ago, and like, the movie was like really popular in the gay community because of that.
Yeah.
But if you watch, but it was always my favorite one when I was a kid, and I don't know if that's necessarily the connection. I think it's just because I like the movie.
Chet.
What?
Are you gay?
No, but I'm gay for Nightmare on Elm Street and Jesse.
I was hoping that maybe Jamie Lee Curtis was the gay person.
No, is she gay?
No,
she's not gay.
Nah,
she's
just a bad bitch. Yeah, she's just a bad bitch. Like me. Me and Jamie Lee Curtis.
But here's the thing. In Nightmare on Elm Street, there's our part 2 with Jesse. My little gay friend. He's just so cute. He's so endearing. It's like, I don't think they would make a movie for whatever, even though we're way more progressive now. I don't think they would make a horror movie with this gay of a main character. That's just how backwards Hollywood is right now.
Yeah.
But this guy's so awesome. I don't know. I love him. The character's so endearing. He dances like I dance. There's a great scene where you got to watch the movie. If you look up Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Jesse dance, I'm sure there's a clip of that scene. But there's a great part where he's like stroking this tennis racket ball thing, and it was just so cute. I don't know.
Wow.
I replayed it.
Wait, are you sure
I rewound it?
Are you sure it wasn't a badminton racket?
I think it may have been a badminton racket. It's kind of small.
Yeah, we've come full circle in that case because we were talking about badminton earlier. So,
but the movie's great. I mean, but subtextually, I think it deals a lot with homosexuality because like Freddie is inside of him trying to get out. And all this stuff. It's really kind of a smart movie. It wasn't given a lot of the credit it deserved upon its release. But
I'll have to check that out.
I don't know. I hadn't seen it in a while. And this isn't a revelation to me. I knew all this stuff before. But as I watched it again, I reconnected with it in a profound way.
Yeah, just a newfound appreciation.
I was like, man, what a great movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. And I mean, when I say great movie, I mean for what its intended purpose is. Anyways, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. If you're home in the holidays, you don't got anything to do.
Yeah, you're avoiding your family, like me.
Yeah. Or you want to annoy your family. Be like, hey guys, let's watch Nightmare on Elm Street 2. It's great. And then you all sit together awkwardly and watch a bad horror movie.
I love that.
I might try to do that. I bought my parents.
Do that.
I bought my parents a home entertainment system for their Christmas present.
Aww.
So I might hook that up. Yeah, see, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I plug that in for them and be like, we got to test this out. I think, what do you think? Nightmare on Elm Street 2?
Hey, hopefully your mom doesn't listen to this episode before she opens her gifts.
I haven't heard back anything in that regard, so I don't know if she's waiting to surprise me with that, or if I'm just paranoid. She was supposed to come visit me today, and then she canceled abruptly. So maybe she's like, I can't look at this motherfucker.
I heard all about his fucking anal fissure.
Oh, she knows. She knows all. If anyone knows about my asshole, it's my mom. So.
I want that put on a shirt. If anyone knows about my asshole, it's my mom. Well, on the other hand, my mother shared this funny video of this girl, like, after having her wisdom teeth taken out, saying crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
And she makes this Facebook post, and she's like, oh yeah, my middle daughter is the only daughter who ever had oral surgery, and I'm the youngest daughter, and I definitely had my wisdom teeth taken out, but it was in college, whereas my older sister had it done in high school. But she went on and on about how, like, oh, if this had happened to Kelsey, she would have said some really funny things. And I was like, Mom, I had this. Like, this happened to me.
And that explains all your issues.
Yep, right? So that is how well my mother knows me. She was mortified, though. Bless her soul. Like, I, made light of it. Like, it was a joke. I wasn't like, oh my god, how did you forget? Like, But she was like, she was so upset with herself. She was like, oh, well, it happened while you were in college and you didn't live at home and you didn't let us come pick you up. You had your friend do it, and that's why we don't remember. I'm so sorry. Like, I was like, it's fine. I was just fucking with you.
I didn't say any crazy shit when I got mine.
No, I didn't either.
All I did was go home and bleed into some ramen noodles.
Ew. I definitely, I didn't say crazy shit, but I remember, so, I got the IV, sedation.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't get the fucking gas or anything, but it was trippy because, they gave it to me and I thought that I was with it the whole time. I remember, being awake and, experiencing what was going on, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally coherent. And then all of a sudden I came to, after the fact, and I was like,
right.
That is so creepy that I, thought that I was with it that whole time, and I was so out of it. I was really freaked out by that. I was like, is this what being drugged would feel like? You think you're there,
probably,
and you're fucking not? It was trippy. I didn't like it.
I've only been put, when I had to have surgery on my jaw, they had to put me out with the IV shit.
Yeah.
Obviously. And that was crazy. They were count back, and then suddenly you just wake up.
See, but I remember things happening, so I'm not, I didn't feel like I was out of it, and there was no feeling of being high in any way, either. It was just very trippy, because just all of a sudden I realized, oh, I wasn't with it, but I thought I was the whole time, and, I do have enough memories that, I could believe that I was with it, if I didn't have this moment of sobering up. I don't know, it's just weird.
Sure. No, I remember when I got mine, I knocked right out, and then it was I came right to, but it was several hours later, and I was like, man, this shit's cool. They should just sell this.
Yeah, for people. I would do this.
And then I'm like, oh, that's what killed Michael Jackson or the fuck. But just getting IVs to get sedated every night. But
yeah,
It was pretty awesome.
It was a good time.
And I was like, damn, time flew by, huh? And the nurse was like, shut the fuck up.
Well, listen, yeah, I mean, you can't just have that, but, like, I would just suggest weed to anyone who feels that way.
Yeah, you can do that, too.
Yeah. Because it's got sedative qualities, and then it's also, like, super fun. Whatever. I mean, that's what I've heard.
We're pro.
Oh.
We're pro-grow. We're pro-grow here.
I thought you were saying we're professional, like, weed experiencers, and I was like, I wouldn't say that.
No, I've never been paid.
I fucking wish I was a professional pothead. That'd be awesome.
I've,
Pay me to get high? Hell yeah.
I've, merely had some experiences.
Did I tell you about the time that I told my dad that I had tried pot before?
Oh, Jesus, you told him?
Yeah, okay, so here's what happened. So, like, my dad is a very stand-up Christian man now. But in college, he was, he did his thing. He smoked some weed, he fucked some bitches, whatever. So he gets it. So I went and visited my friend Zach in Colorado, like, recently. And it was after weed was legal, and I came back, and, like, I'm talking to my parents about it, I tell them all about the trip, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, after the fact, my dad, like, pulls me aside as we're all, like, standing in this, like, Froyo Place parking lot, and he's like, so, did you try it while you were out there? And I was like, no, because, like, I was applying for a job at the time, so I was like, even though it's legal there, like, I would fail the P test, so no, I didn't.
True.
And he was like, okay, and I was like, but that's not to say that I've never tried it before, because I'm just, like, I'm trying to be more authentic, I want to be honest.
True.
So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to tell my dad this. And he just, like, pulls me close into his arms really fast. He's like, shh, not in front of your mother.
Oh, yeah, protect the mother.
Yes, it destroyed me. It was the best. And it never has come back up, ever. Like, there's no concern on his part whatsoever about me.
Right.
Like, it's not like he's not touched base to be like, are you still doing this? Is this, like, do you do it a lot? Is this a problem that you have? It was just, don't say it in front of your mother. And that's all that has ever been said.
Well, I mean, that's a good sign.
Yeah, he trusts me.
Yeah. That's a happy story.
It really does. It means a lot to me, honestly, to this day.
That's good. I'm glad that was the reaction.
Me too.
Wasn't. My family would have been more like,
you got any with you?
Yeah, it would have been silence. They were like, don't. You trying to brag or something? Like, where are you? Whatever, dude.
Cool.
Thanks.
I did some yesterday.
Cool. Whatever. Good for you, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear some shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Apparently there is some new legislation in the great state of Oregon. So for a while, it was... I guess this isn't that new. This was like January of last year. Whatever. Or of this year.
This year.
Yeah.
That's really old.
Last January, sorry. But apparently up until recently, it was like illegal for people in Oregon to pump their own gas.
Oh, I know that, yeah.
Yeah, but they got some new legislation that, like, in certain areas of, like, few residents and at or, like, standalone gas stations, people now pump their own gas. And there's, like, some really great bits of people just, like, freaking the fuck out about how indignant they are that they're pumping their own gas now. And I just want to read a few of them. This is from Forbes.com. So one of the quotes was, like, many people are not capable of knowing how to pump gas and the hazards of not doing it correctly. Besides, I don't want to go to work smelling of gas when I get on my hands or clothes. I agree. Very bad idea. Someone else said, I don't even know how to pump gas, and I am 62, native Oregonian. I say,
yeah, you got it.
Thank you. I say, no thanks. I don't want to smell like gasoline. And then the last one is my favorite. I've lived in this state all my life, and I refuse to pump my own gas. I had to do it once in California while visiting my brother and almost died doing it. This is a service only qualified people should perform. I will literally park at the pump and wait until someone pumps my gas. I can't even.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
It's cute and funny for everyone else in every single other state. But if you're raised in this culture, though, you wouldn't know any better.
Yeah,
you've
never pumped your gas. First of all, you think it's like a dangerous task. Like, you're like, this is why people have to do this for us. And you have no clue how the fuck to do it.
It takes a trained professional. I mean, they go to college. There's college courses for
this. There's college courses to become a gasoline pumper. Do you think they get paid decently?
A gas jockey, if you will.
Because not. It's almost like a skilled trade in Oregon.
They probably did not get paid well. I'm assuming that's kind of a minimum wage. Here's the thing.
Do you tip those people?
I would think so. That seems like a tip kind of thing.
Fuck all that. You have to tip somebody every time you pay for gas. Gas already expensive.
I mean, maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe you don't. But here's the thing. What am I trying to get at? I mean, I don't know. Is it such a bad thing? What if the rest of the country was like this and we couldn't pump our own gas? I wouldn't complain.
No, I don't. Well, unless I had to like wait, because like if you're at a place with 12 gas pumps, but there's only 3 gas attendants, like you have to just sit there and fucking wait until somebody's available to pump your gas. Fuck all that.
How does that work? You have to wait in line?
Yeah,
what is that for?
That.
I didn't think about that. I assumed they had 12 attendants just milling around.
Yeah,
smoking,
just milling around,
waiting for a chance.
Yeah, well, and what if you have to get gas at like 2 a.m.? You have to go to some place that's open 24 hours with a gas pump attendant? Like, do they have that? Is that an option? Because I need gas when I need gas.
And I usually get gas at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Nobody else is there.
I run that bitch dry, and then I'm like, oh. Yeah, and then she's like, I need gas. And I'm like, okay, let's go do it.
Let's go do it.
She's like, God. I also need air in my tires, and
you're like, I'm gonna ignore that.
Yeah, I was like, listen, it's a little cold outside. Let's just pump the gas real quick and get the fuck out of here.
One thing at a time.
Sometimes it's the gas light goes off, and I just risk it and drive home because I'm like, you know what, I can't be pumping gas
because it's too cold. It's
too cold. But if I had a gas pumper, if I had a pumper, as I'm sure they're called,
a pumper, yeah,
pumper.
Do you think the chicks are called pumpettes?
They should be. If not, you think did they roller skate? Do you think they came out in roller skates?
Oh my God, I want this job.
Because that'd be so much easier, like to roll to the next car than walk.
I could well be pumping gas. That'd be awesome.
I want to move to Oregon just to get this job.
I'm sorry, to where?
Keep it. Oregon.
Who are you?
How do you what?
Oregon.
Oregon? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how you say it.
I want to move to Oregon.
Oregon.
It's like Pentagon,
that's how I say it.
Hexagon, Oregon.
Oregon. You got it. Oregon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oregon. I don't know. Hey, I'll say however the fuck I want.
You'll do. Yep, that's right. Do whatever you want. Hey,
I probably will go there.
I just want to tell everybody that Chet's name this week for the recording is Chit Kringle, which is very festive.
Yeah, I'm trying to be in the spirit.
Totally. I'm trying to be in the spirits, so I'm drinking vodka.
I know, I can tell. You've been drinking vodka. I drank 1 can of this fucking
White Clam.
I'm lagging behind. It's been I don't know. I haven't been on my game as far as drinking goes.
Yeah, have you been too sad?
Yeah, probably. You don't want to mix sadness with drinking. No, I know some people like to do that. Yeah. I try to avoid it.
Right. There's such a thing as too much indulgence.
Right. A little too self-indulgent for me.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. Oh, I love those cats.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Did you hear that thing?
Yes.
Dude, I came in last night, and there was this fucking room looked like a murder scene. One of these things had projectile vomited and sprayed it across the wall, and I don't know how. I didn't know that was physically possible. I wish I had been here to see it, because the force at which this vomit came out. I don't know, man. And then I'm paranoid. I'm like, is the thing sick? It's acting normal, but I'm like, one of you fuckers puked all over this wall. Who was it? They can't talk, so they don't tell you.
They won't fess up.
Yeah, they just look at them. You're trying to read their minds, like which one's sick, and so So, but I mean, this thing, I would take a picture, but it was fucking disgusting, so I didn't. But
good call.
Thing puked all over the place, all over. Look, you got it. That was the worst.
Thank you for that.
And it puked. You slept in my guest room. That beautiful bedspread I have.
Aww, puke all over.
Walls were puked on. And they must have done it earlier in the day, so it's all dry. At first, I thought it was shit. I got really offended. I was like, okay, I was like, literally, I'm like, we're gonna have to go put these fuckers down because we ain't gonna be having this. Somehow, the fact that it was just vomit made it somewhat better.
Well, yeah, because that's less controllable, I think.
Yeah, but I just got pissed for a second. I was like, I'll put the fucker down myself.
You're like, I'm gonna slam it on the concrete 2 floors down from here.
I would not do that. I love my cat.
Sure.
I do. She's deaf, dumb, and blind, but
you do love her. God bless.
She's good. I take care of a goddamn handicapped animal. I'm a goddamn.
And like, she's like severely handicapped. Like, she's not just somewhat handicapped. She's like. She's got all sorts of just fucked up about her. I remember, listen, like when I first started like hanging out with you guys, I was like, this cat has got to be like 10 years old. And you're like, oh, she's 3.
Yeah, I know.
Did you just chug your whole can?
I did. I was in mid-chug.
I waited for a long time.
I was in mid-chug.
You were mid-chug. Yeah, I wasn't asking you to stop.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish it off then.
Go. Oh, me too.
Ooh.
Got it good.
We open this other one. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, I love that sound.
I know. I can't do it again.
I know.
Oh, man, speaking of sounds.
Yes.
Remember when I talked about a movie? And it had a creaking chair sound effect.
Yes.
That I really enjoy. Okay. Let me try it. I have this queued up so we can play the sound effect.
I'm so excited right now.
Well, listen, it's not going to live up to expectations, but we'll see if. But it is my favorite cheer creak.
Cheer creak.
So let me chair wells.
Chair.
I made all these chair wells.
What's a well?
The crown molding. I'm good with my hands, so this is the kind of guy. This kind of guy you're gonna get. Oh, Jesus Christ! What a
dude, brother.
Yeah.
I started watching Broad City.
Yeah, they got Mr. Hands on there.
Well, okay. There's this whole bit where Alana starts talking about like 4 different like internet sensations that are like kind of niche, but they were like my entire 9th grade, and I was just floored. Like, she just kept rattling them off, and I was like, oh my god, that one, I know that one, and Mr. Hands was one of them, and it blessed me.
Mr. Hands, did we watch that on an episode of the show?
Oh,
okay. Guys,
no.
Yeah, go back. Oh no.
But we talked about it.
We just watched it? Okay. What a great piece of video footage that is.
Yeah, we watched it. Was that fucking Halloween or something?
Seems like it. Sounds like it.
Yeah,
well, that's a perfect video for Halloween.
Yeah, it was fitting. And I remember, like, I was, like, standing next to you. You were sitting in the chair, and we were watching it, like, in the corner, and everyone else was, like, refusing to participate, and then we forced them to watch it, if I remember correctly.
It's not even that... The thing about the video is it's not even that, maybe it's how fucked up I am, but it's not that disturbing of a video. I mean,
no, it was very scientifically interesting. Yeah, not that graphic, and you get to watch a man like get fucked to death, essentially.
Right,
cool.
And it's shot from the profile, so it's like you just kind of see this giant horse dick just disappear.
Yeah, you're not looking at schlong, you're not looking at ass, you're not looking at orgasm faces.
Right, and they didn't shoot it from like the guy didn't get down there and like fucking on a tight close-up of the dude's asshole, and you didn't see the thing go, like, you didn't see penetration. Like,
yeah, it's from far away. It's just a horse, like, thrusting behind a guy is all you're really seeing.
And, I mean, the first thing that comes to your mind, I mean, is just, yeah, why would a person think they would not get injured from this?
Seriously.
But, I mean, I don't know.
Jesus.
He just needed... I mean, I think he thought just the tip, and the horse said, no. I don't
Not just the tip, yeah. Fuck you, bitch.
But you don't see anything nasty. You don't see like a fucking... The cock doesn't come out of the guy's chest or anything, or anything
How
crazy.
Cool would that have been?
That
like
would have been fucking
alien?
Nuts. Yeah. Dude, that would have been... And then what if like
it's
he
just
was
a horse
impelled?
cock flailing around.
What if this would have been a crazy image? Yeah. Imagine if, okay, the horse fucking impels him, so he's like on this cock like a fucking shish kebab or whatever. He's stuck on there, and the horse just runs off, and there's this human body with its arms and legs flailing under the horse while it's propped up on the cock. That would have been intense. That would have been intense.
Propped up on the cock, a memoir.
And then imagine this. Okay, you're at the sheriff's office or whatever, animal control, and you get a call. You're like, yeah, I need to go wrangle a horse. There's a guy impaled on the cock. It's just out there running in a field.
Oh my God.
And imagine the stark imagery of going out to wrangle a horse, and it's running around a field with a dead human, or he might be alive, I don't know. And he's just stuck under the horse while it's galloping around. That would have been crazy if that would have happened.
Now, is the penis still erect? Because it shrinks when it... So, like, if it's not erect, you're going to fall off, I think. You're going to slide right off and then get trampled.
Well, yeah. No, for this, it's still erect.
So, yeah. So, you're not even, like, hanging. You're, like, are you, like... I guess, is it hanging down, or are you, like, up against the stomach? Like, where does
against the stomach. Okay. No, it's up against the stomach. This is how I'm visualizing it. In my fucked up head. And, yeah. Because I'm thinking, like, I'm thinking the horse is staying hard because it's never felt this before. This is a whole new sensation.
Oh my God! Yeah, intestines against your dick.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Think about it. It's wonderful. Like that horse is like, damn, this ain't got nothing on no horse pussy. This is man. Now I get why they always want to ride us. Shut up, cat. Talking about Mr. Hands.
I want you to know that when I said that it came out of his chest and looked like alien, I like acted out the horse cock head like being on my chest with my hand. Like I know. Yeah. Oh, you know.
I knew you would.
That means so much to me.
That's how well I know. I just knew.
I feel so close to you right now.
We are.
Aww.
What else? Where were you going? What were you saying?
I just wanted you to know that I acted it out with my hand. That's all I was saying.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. So
I kind of started to do it, and then I was like, "Oh, she can't see me, and she's doing it already." So why do I even bother? But,
oh my God!
Here, just a second. I gotta throw this fucking cat out of this room.
Sure.
In a bit.
Yeah. Bye, kitten.
Oh.
That one last defiant.
All right, I kicked her out.
That killed me. I loved her last meow.
Yeah, do you hear that shit? She knew I was kicking her out.
Yeah, it sounded like she was right by the mic. She's like,
But she's actually not even close, but that's how loud that bitch
That's
is.
how loud she is. God, but it's because she can't hear.
Now, I know, I understand that.
Listen, I think of your cat as like Helen Keller.
She is, of the cat world.
But then also just a little mentally slow, too, while she's at it.
Well, I guess Helen Keller was supposed to be smart or something, right?
Yeah, she was.
Allegedly. Do we know if that's true, though?
I think to be able to learn as much as she did while being blind and deaf, you have to be pretty fucking smart, dude.
But how do we know, like, this could all be a con? Like,
well, didn't she write? Like...
Yeah, but someone else could have wrote it for her.
I guess, but I don't know. I'm inclined to believe it.
Maybe there's some crazy... I don't know the story of her. Maybe there's some crazy P.T. Barnum type. He's like, oh, we're going to promote her and say she's a genius, but she can't see or hear shit.
I just don't feel like I'd invest in that. That sounds like way too much
history through touch.
WATER. Can you... Okay, all I'm saying is if I was born... If
you're born...
If I was born blind and deaf... I wouldn't have learned shit.
I know.
I would have never been able to communicate. I would have just lived in my own little bubble of believing no other humans existed. Like, people would have touched me and I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, But I wouldn't have words for it because I can't think in words because I never learned them. Like, people would be signing into my hand, and I would just be like, wonder what this is supposed to be. Like, this is weird.
Yeah, when you think about all the advantages you were born with, and you're still not smarter than Heller Keller.
Heller Kellen.
I know her name. I'm just being funny.
Sure.
She's the little Jewish girl that was she's in the attic or the basement or whatever.
No, that was Ann Keller.
Ann Keller, Lisa Frank.
Not to be confused with Lisa Kudrow.
Dude, Lisa Kudrow, I'm kind of a fan. Where do you sit on that?
I'd fuck her. Yeah, everybody hates her because of Phoebe.
I said I was a fan. I didn't say I'd fuck her, but...
Well, I said I'd fuck her.
If you want to sexualize every woman I bring up, it's okay.
I do want to do that, yes. Thank you.
I mean, I would not say no. I mean, if she was like, hey, I'm willing to have sex with you, I don't think I would say no.
Yeah. That's me with everybody, though.
I'm not saying I have a high bar. I'm just saying it'd be a hell of a story. I'm like, I had sex with Lisa Kudrow. It was weird. She was just like, hey, I would be willing to have sex with you. And I was like, well, I accept.
Sure, yeah.
And sure, why not? And then we did it, and it's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Of course, sore neck, but whatever.
Yeah, but we both got off, so that's all.
Yeah, so it all worked out. I told her how much I enjoy... what's that fucking movie? Hold on.
Like, yeah, the one with Lisa Kudrow in it.
I mean, she's made a few.
Yeah, that's why there's not the one. That's why it's funny. I liked her in Easy A.
Oh, Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Great film.
What the fuck is that?
Great film. You wouldn't know. You're too young.
Yeah, I'm just a beeb.
Well, it's from the it's a 90s thing.
Listen to these people cackling at us. We're so funny.
I listen. We got a live crowd here. It's
yeah, hot crowd.
We're hot. Step
We're
right up.
Hot podcast.
Step right up. Batter up.
Swing, better, swing.
Every other fucking little catchphrase people say.
Solid.
Step right up. One and only. Tonight only, the two-headed bitch.
At me, two-faced bitch.
I am so creative. I can't contain.
God, you're an artist. You're really an artist.
I am.
Holy
Listen
shit.
here. Okay, can I play my?
Oh yeah, please. I was so lit up about it.
I know. Okay, hopefully I have it queued up to the right. There may be some dialogue, but ignore that. Just try to make out.
Are you gonna? What movie is this?
I can't. It's
you
not
son
important.
of a bitch!
Listen, when you hear here, I'm gonna put the speaker up to the microphone. Hopefully you can make this out. Hopefully I have it queued up to the right spot.
I can make out, usually.
Okay. All right. Okay, we need silence because you need to hear the...
I'm doing it.
Okay, here it goes. Here we go. What? Oh, no. Did you hear it?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, I gotta go back.
Yeah, one more time.
My computer froze and it...
Oh, fuck.
Okay, here we go.
One more time.
Sign it.
Oh.
Sign it!
Oh, I went too far. Here it goes. Here.
You won't work?
I'm gonna listen to this. Here's some good stuff. Okay, that's it. that little cheer creak, it's one of my favorites.
That was good stuff, Maynard.
So, I don't know. That's a movie that's out there. If anyone can find it from what little chair creaking and dialogue you heard, then you are quite the detective. It's not a movie anyone would want to watch or have interest in. That's why I won't even dignify it with mentioning what it is.
But it's not. You refuse to even tell me.
Yeah, because some things need to be. Listen, there has to be a little mystery here. I can't tell you everything. How's this friendship going to last if you know everything? There's got to be some secret.
No, but we'll develop new things.
Well, true. I don't know. I'm just not ready to give this one up yet.
Okay, fine. I will be here. Listen, Chet. Hey.
Yeah.
Friend, I'm gonna be here when you're ready. I'm here through thick and thin, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for you.
It's gonna be like 30 years from now. I'm like, hey, remember that creaking sound?
I'll be patiently waiting. I'll be like, I've been waiting for this for 30 years.
I've been waiting. It's in my journal. I write it every morning.
Yeah, I'm like, dear diary, is today the day? Can I convince Chet to tell me? Can I convince Chet to open his heart to me? Open up, you hot. Open up, you hot.
Tell me.
Open up, you arms.
Your favorite chair creak is. I have a whole collection of chair creaking sounds to fulfill your needs.
Yeah.
If a guy said that to me,
I made them all myself.
I made them all. Made all these creaking chairs myself. So let's go full throttle.
Sub it.
What a guy. I love it. I don't know. Dude, have you ever heard of Bob Ross?
Hello. Yes, only one of my icons in life.
Okay. So I'm down with Bob Ross too. Fan. Period. Love him. I don't know if we've discussed this before, the history of Bob Ross.
Isn't he kind of a rude alcoholic?
No. What the hell? Where did that come from? Jesus.
I don't know. I heard he had a drug problem or something, or an alcohol problem.
No, I think he's a pretty normal dude. But, he's dead. R.I.P. So he's not normal. He's
R.I.P.
deceased.
Bob Ross. That's normal. What are you unnormalizing being dead? Everyone dies. Except for... Yeah, even Jesus died for a while.
But none of us want to.
I'm fine with it. Some of us really want to.
Well, yeah, that's true. I don't know what I'm getting at. It'd all be better. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say about Bob Ross is he does have a dark side, and it's something we need to talk about. Okay.
Yes. Fuck me up.
Let me give you the dark, sordid history.
Please. These are my two favorite things: Bob Ross and darkness. Go on.
So he was like a fucking drill sergeant or some shit in the military, and he's piddling around in Alaska. This is back in the 60s.
Okay. Go on.
Okay. So Bob Ross is piddling around, being a drill sergeant or whatever.
Piddling. I'm still... Okay, piddling sounds like peeing, and then piddling your diddle sounds like masturbating. Go on.
Well, that's definitely what that is.
Hey, baby, you want to piddle my diddle?
I guess piddle is the act of urinating when you look it up in the dictionary.
Yes! So I'm not wrong.
Here, let me go to Urban Dictionary.
Oh, God.
What do they say?
What do they say for...
Okay, to piddle. To look like you're doing something for multiple hours while accomplishing nothing.
Oh, you weren't wrong.
So piddle. So, yeah. So he's piddling. But in the 70s, I guess this is when this was happening, on public access television, there was a painter by the name of Bill Alexander who did Wet on Wet painting, which is the painting that Bob Ross did.
Yeah.
And, he would say things like, let's put a happy little tree in here. Or let's use the almighty brush.
Oh my God.
Or all these little catchphrases why he would do the painting. And he had a line of paintbrushes and paints that he would sell, and he'd travel around the country giving seminars and teaching people how to paint the style.
What the fuck? Yeah.
So Bob Ross sees this, and he goes and takes a class with this guy and learns under him. And the guy's like, hey, man, I want you to work for me, and you can go around and try to sell my paints, my brushes, and teach my classes for me. So Bob Ross did that for a few years. And then suddenly, Bob Ross leaves, and he gets his own show on public access TV. And he's like, oh, let's put a happy little tree here. Let's do, I got my almighty brush. Oh. And he comes up with his own line of paint and paintbrushes, and he tours around doing seminars teaching people how to... So basically, he just stole the whole thing from this other guy.
I'm shook by this.
Stole everything. You can look up... One, I want to say, if you look up Bill Alexander on YouTube, his videos are hilarious because he's German, so he has this German accent. So he's basically like Bob Ross, but with a German accent.
Yeah.
So he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger, kind of. So it's sweet. And he's just he's got this, he's like, oh, we'll put a little tree here, and then he fucking has other little catchphrases too. But So I suggest watching him just because he's funny to listen. He kind of sounds like that dork from The Room.
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Tommy Wiseau a little bit. But
I'm devastated though. It's hard for me to laugh right now because this shakes me to my core. I'm shook.
But yeah, he basically, like, I can't say he didn't steal the painting style because that's just a painting style that exists.
Art is a lie. Nothing is real.
But he stole the whole presentation of, like, I'm going to do a show that teaches his style of painting. I'm going to have these little catchphrases that he took from him. And I'm going to basically use the show as a infomercial to tour around and do seminars and sell supplies, which is how he made his money. He blatantly, he just stole it. He just stole the whole concept, which is fine. I mean, it's not like it.
No, everything's a fraud. I'm gonna throw myself off a goddamn bridge. You didn't warn me that this would upset me. When you said he had a dark side, I was thinking like, oh yeah, he was cynical and funny or something, and you fucking told me he's a shit person, and my foundations, look, I don't know. I can't.
Dude, he's not a shit person. It's like, listen, you fucking, you go work at McDonald's, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to start something called Five Guys, or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
You just do something similar. But, at first I was like, okay, maybe this guy just taught him, and he became more successful, so the guy was jealous. And then I went and watched the videos. I was like, oh, he uses, like, the same catchphrases and everything.
Yeah,
this guy just, like,
that guy could have had that success.
I know. I think that's why they weren't friends towards the end.
What's his name? Bill what?
Bill Alexander.
Bill Alexander.
Great guy. And actually, technically, I think he might even be better. Some of his paintings I seen, I was like, you know what? Kind of like those a little better than Bob. I'm gonna
start a cult following of Bill Alexander. Fuck Bob Ross.
Listen, I still like Bob. I'm not anti-Bob. I just seen it. I've been exposed.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not pissed. I'm hurt, and I'm trying to cover my soft emotions with hard emotions because I'm putting up a wall. But no, I'm gonna be vulnerable right now, and I'm just gonna say I'm hurt.
Well, hey, we've all. Hey, you think you're gonna be betrayed in life, but you never think it's gonna be
by Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, and he did it. He betrayed Bill. I think if in one of the episodes of Bob Ross's show, like they do I think it's like the second episode or something, they actually do a scene where Bill comes on the show. And I think this was during the second season, so Bob must have got some pushback. Like people were like, why the fuck are you ripping off Bill?
Yeah.
So I think in the second season, in some episode, Bill shows up and Bob's like, yeah, Bill taught me everything I know. And I just want to spread what he taught me. And then Bill like passes the paintbrush to him, like a passing of the torch.
Aww.
And so I think they tried to kind of cover it up way back in the beginning. But then after that, like Bill got more and more pissed because he's like, oh, this guy's just stealing maybe they had an agreement before something went wrong, but they ended up being very bitter towards each other on bad terms, if you will.
Fuck me.
Anyways,
I'm all sad now.
If you want to watch some other painting out there, you can look up Bill on YouTube. Got a lot of his episodes on there. Very similar. Pretty much the same show, just with a guy with a German accent.
Yeah, who was betrayed by this man that I once worshipped.
Right? It could make a good movie. I was like, man, this could make a movie. You have this Bob Ross guy.
I would cry at that movie.
He takes a class with you. You teach him. He goes and you see some talent in him, so you give him a job, and he becomes like your number one salesman.
And you come to love this man.
Yes. And then he's like, listen, Bill, I need to go out on my own. And you're like, okay, that's cool. And then one day you're flipping on PBS, and this motherfucker's doing the exact same show you did, except he's got an afro and a fucking whatever that was, a beard and an unbuttoned t-shirt.
I'm so fucking bummed out right now, dude.
So, do you know how to bum me out? It's not a big deal.
You bummed me out. Dude. You gotta tell me something happy.
Jesus Christ. Do you realize who you're talking to?
Yeah, well, try. Because you did this to me. This is your fault, and you're gonna fix it.
Well, Nostradamus predicts that World War III is gonna start in 2019.
Oh,
how about that?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And he's the same man that predicted Hitler and 9/11.
So he's fucking right on it, dude.
No, he's right.
Listen,
so we gotta get ready.
I am lit up. Thank you for turning my spirits right around.
You are so welcome.
God damn.
This guy, he's seen it all. Think about how cool it must have been back in the old days when Nostradamus was alive and you could just make shit up and people would like believe it. Or did people even believe that shit back then? Was he just some like
Is Nostradamus that one vampire?
That's Nosferatu. Or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, Nosferatu.
No. This was Nostradamus was a dude that like just wrote in books and said he could see the future.
Sorry, is that the Hunchback of Nostradamus?
Yeah, you got it, 100%, dude. How do you know?
Man, I'm pretty cultured, let me tell you.
You are, dude. I'm impressed.
Thanks, I get that a lot.
Okay. Let me read. Let's see. Here, he is credited. He's also credited with foreseeing Hitler's rise to power. He wrote let's read this passage. From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop. His fame will increase towards the realm of the east. He continued.
This is some biblical bullshit.
Beasts ferocious with hunger will cross the rivers. The great part of the battlefield will be against Hister. Into a cage of iron will the great one be drawn.
Who's Hister?
I think that's supposed to be Hitler. He couldn't get it 100%.
He was pretty funny. He's one letter off.
He's one letter off, guys.
Give it to him.
And also, I have to assume this. He didn't write this shit in English. It was probably written in fucking, who knows, Latin or some bullshit. So
maybe the S sounds like an L.
Yeah, they're like, sure, whatever. It's an S, it's an L. Into the iron cage when the child of whatever. It sounds like some bullshit. I don't think he.
If you just say words that sound like intimidating enough and they're vague enough that you can create the metaphor, or you can bend the metaphor to like be the situation, then of course you're fucking a prophet, you know?
Well, here's what it says at the bottom of the article. I didn't see this. It says, while many believe Hister to merely be a misspelling of Hitler, it's also an old name for the Danube River in Austria. Incredibly, Hitler was born just miles from that river.
Wow, incredibly.
Wow. Incredibly, just miles. Just probably thousands of miles. Like, what does that mean?
Miles, yeah.
Guys,
is
just
it
miles.
2 or is it 200,000? Tell me.
200. Like, what's considered close? Close enough to name the guy after the river? That's just bullshit. I used to be really into Nostradamus when I was in like 4th or 5th grade.
Of course you were.
Went to the library, checked out all the books, got into it. I was like, guys, listen, he predicted the future.
He's a fucking
And then
prophet.
I became intelligent and I grew out of that. But now apparently there's still adults that are like, Nostradamus, man, this guy was alive in fucking 1525 and he could see the future. And
he knew it all. What if he could?
I mean, he could have. I mean, he made predictions that continue to baffle and shock people nearly 500 years later.
Yeah.
That's according to this story. He predicted religious extremism and terrorism.
Who could have seen that coming?
I mean, yeah, there was no... there's never historically been any sort of...
No, that came out of nowhere.
Or terrorizing people with it. That's...
Out of nowhere.
Because religion is supposed to be of peace.
Yeah, and it always was until recently.
Until them and their fucking getting their candy bars with their fucking halals.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Their fucking tubular bells. And I ain't gonna have that.
Goddamn Islams.
You come after my tubular bells, we're gonna have a problem.
What the fuck are you talking about with tubular bells?
Tubular bells.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know what the fuck that candy bar is called. So.
Oh, Toblerone.
Toblerone.
I thought you were talking about a separate issue, and I was like, what's a tubular bell?
I mean, a tubular bell's an instrument.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
What?
What?
A man-made instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Oh, wow. That's pretty deep.
Thank you, Patrick Star.
I've used it as such. Was that a reference to some fucking cartoon or something?
It's fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah. Dude,
I didn't really watch it, no.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, no, I know quotes from it because I had 2 very close friends, only one of whom is still a close friend, that would watch it and quote it all the time.
I mean, it's okay if you watched it.
But I actually really didn't. I was never into SpongeBob.
What cartoon were you into?
I was really into the Pink Panther.
That's an odd choice. It seemed a little dated.
I know. Listen, my middle school email involves Pink Panther fan.
I know.
Yeah,
you don't have to tell me, sister.
I've seen it.
When you randomly get a message from Pink Panther fan, you're like, well, they're acting like they know me very well, but I'm not 100% sure who this is.
Yep. That was me.
The first thing I thought of is I had a friend and he had a mom and she's kind of white trash and she had a Pink Panther tattoo. So that's
God bless. Connection. That seems right.
Yeah, I mean, Pink Panther's cool. I like that fucking his music, that little music he has. Yeah. What was the point of that fucker? What was that cartoon even about?
I think he was just always causing trouble.
He's a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who I liked? That little like fucking perverted little fucking skunk. What was that guy's name?
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, I think he's
he was, dude. He's rape culture. That's him.
I think he's politically incorrect now, but I mean, as a kid, I just liked him because he's French. I was like, oh, that's so exotic. He's French. That's all I got. I can't speak French.
Oui, oui.
Oui.
Je m'appelle Pepe Le Pew. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Oh yeah, that's from a song or something.
Yeah, I know un peu de French, a little French.
Ooh. Oh, do you?
Un peu de français.
Ooh, fancy. Oui.
J'ai suivi le français dans l'école.
English only. English.
English, I don't speak Spanish.
If I just yell English at them louder, man, they'll figure out.
They'll speak, yeah.
No speaky. So sorry.
So am I. I'm also sorry.
Dude.
Yo.
So I just overheard people say that.
Wait, what?
Hey man, are you part of the are you part of the inner circle? Have you heard of the inner circle? You part of that?
You mean the inner circle of hell? Yes, I'm living in it.
The dating app.
What?
It's a dating app.
No, what is this?
Okay, it's by invitation only.
Ooh.
So it's for young professionals. So it's
that
very
is so not me.
Yeah, it's very it's like you have to be someone really special to get invited to this.
So it's it's like a paid LinkedIn membership essentially.
You don't pay for anything. Oh. It's a dating app here, and they screen applicants. When an applicant is approved, they're allowed to suggest up to 4 friends, and then they can apply, but they have to pass the application phase.
Jesus, this is some bougie shit.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't want us.
They don't want no scrubs. Yeah, you know what? No good on them. You don't have to filter all the sleeves then.
This is how popular. I mean, there's 900,000 members and there's 450,000 applicants on the waiting list. So people are
they're dying to get in.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a big story about this.
I've never wanted love that badly in my life. I'm not willing to go through an application process. Okay.
Right. I mean, I don't know, but it just sounded creepy. That it's like the creepy side of the internet, like people trying to hoard, whatever it is.
Yeah, these fucking
success.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like why wouldn't you could date a normal person and they may be successful at one time. They may just not make the screening at this time, or they may never make the screening. I mean, but that doesn't devalue them as a human being. You sick son of a bitch.
Yeah, you sick bastards. What the fuck?
These are like the sick fucks in those Purge movies. You ever seen those?
No, but I'm kind of interested. kind of.
Yeah, it's like, the rich people like kill people, or poor people kill rich people. I don't know what the fuck. I never seen it either, but I know the gist. Listen, let me compare this to something that I have no idea.
Go for it.
I've actually seen. Here's the thing. I've been like forced to watch it, but it's one of those things where like someone's like, "Oh, you gotta watch this movie." I'm like, "Yeah," and then I look at my phone the entire time.
Oh yeah. You're not really. And then wait, but do they pause and wait until you like stop looking at your phone?
No, because that's something I would do.
Yeah,
but me,
but
I'm
not
like,
them.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna stop looking at this phone because I'm not gonna watch this. But I picked up a little bit here and there, so I know that generally it's people killed. Anyways, fuck the inner circle is all I'm saying. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why would you want to do it like everyone else does? You go on to a dating app and you have to meet a bunch of creeps.
Yeah.
And losers.
To find the one that's slightly less creepy and slightly less losery. Although, okay, I will say...
creepy losers are people, too.
Yeah, but I will say, if I were someone who was incredibly driven and type A, and, like, I did all the excellent things, and I was excellent, I wouldn't want to fuck around with all this bullshit of people like me, though. I don't blame them.
Really? I think it'd be easier. It'd be less maintenance if I just had some fucking normie I can just whatever. Because now I feel like if I'm type A, maybe I'm competitive with this person, and that just...
Yeah, but that's half the fun. Like, listen, you you compete against each other, and you're constantly one-upping each other. For these people, that's, like, great, because they just thrive off of the competition and the, I don't know, showmanship, I guess.
I don't know. But then don't they become those creeps? Like those Hillary and Bill Clinton types?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what they would become, but they would fucking love it.
Yeah, but they don't fuck.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. It's not about fucking. It's about being the best.
Ugh. That sounds terrible.
It does.
I'd rather be dead last.
And having sex.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also true of me, but I'm just saying if I were them, I'd be all for this.
No, that's how those elites are. They're like, let them have their earthly pleasures. We'll be up here with our reptilian overlords. Yes,
being better than all of them.
Being better, doing blood sacrifices and where the fuck those creeps do. They're up to some sick shit.
Yeah, they are.
No, I don't believe any of that. But
we are. We're up to some sick shit.
We are.
Yeah,
we're definitely. I'm watching dudes get fucked to death by horses.
And I'm talking about it on a podcast.
About vaginas gripping my hand.
That's still so fucking cool, dude. I'm gonna work on that.
I don't think it's... Listen, it could or may not be possible, but it's just... it was horrifying to me.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't use that power in that way. That was sick of her. Or... her. She had a vagina.
Well, I mean, I don't know how she identified, but I was pretending to be asleep in my dream. Wow, I was being assaulted. Out of it.
We've all been there.
I'm asleep. Trust me. Stop rubbing on me. Have you ever fake snored before? You ever pull out a fake snore? Like, listen, I'm asleep. I'm snoring.
Not to convince someone that I was asleep. No, but okay. I like sleep breathe, like not flat out snoring, but like do like a heavier like.
So you've done the fake sleep.
Oh yeah, totally. Not to avoid sex, but just to avoid interaction.
No, to avoid people.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it got bad enough that I had a fake sleep to avoid sex, I would just be like, I'm not having sex with you. Let me go to sleep.
We are done here. I'm going to sleep. We are done.
I thought about fake sleeping, but it was exhausting, and I couldn't actually really sleep because you were a creep in here.
Right. So we're just gonna call it out. Yeah.
I just got done feeling you're gonna try to clamp onto my hand with your vagina. I had a dream about it.
Yep, and I'm not here for it, so we're done.
I could be the next Nostradamus for all I know.
God.
So I could be foreseeing something.
You probably are. Let me know what happens.
Well, I'll never step foot into an RV again. Never really been in one actually, so it'd be my first time. First and last.
First and last. That's for the best.
It's for is it?
Yeah, you don't need that.
I don't think I do.
Well, cool, dude.
I think I was gonna go back and see if I had a topic, but I think I did.
What's road rage in the cat?
Here's the thing, dude.
Yeah.
I was driving last night, and this kitty is in the middle of the road, right? Chewing on some roadkill or something. So I slow down because it's in the middle, and I'm just going down a residential, two-way street, and I slow down because it starts crossing the street in front of my car.
Yeah.
So I slow down and basically come to a complete stop so it can cross the street. There's a car behind me, and guess what this sick fuck does?
Does he run over the cat?
No, they go to pass me, but they don't pass me to the like a normal person would do to the to my
left.
Sorry.
That was quite a struggle.
I was trying to say driver's side, but same thing. To my driver's side, they go to pass me on the passenger side, so they go into the parking, where cars would park in a residential area. They go to that lane where the cat is gonna be because it's coming across the front of my car. So they go to pass me that way. So then I box them in so they can't pass me, and then they honk their horn at me, and then the cat runs off, and then so I get out of my car and I go, "What's your problem? You hate fucking cats?" And then I realize they have their windows up and they probably can't hear me and they're honking their horn at me. So I go, and I was like, I'm not gonna get in a fight with someone about running over a cat. So I get back in my car and continue home. But anyways, how's the story?
You actually got out of your car.
Yeah, I opened the door. I opened the door and quick peek my head over the,
You're a fucking sociopath, brother.
I didn't actually walk up to their car.
That takes a lot of balls, cojones.
I don't think I'm not a sociopath. I just love cats.
No, but listen. Most people will scream and yell in road rage from the comfort of their car, but you can't even get me to roll down my fucking window, let alone open my goddamn door, let alone poke my fucking head out. You had to have a leg out to stand to get your head over your door, yeah?
I had 2 legs out. I got out.
Yeah, you were out, dude. That's a whole different level. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they put a cat in danger. And hey, if it would have just been they did something to me, it would have been whatever. But there's a kitty. I can't have that on my conscience. Then I come home and I got a fucking cat puking. Yeah. God damn it.
I can't have that on my conscience.
My conscience. I just gotta have that. I mean, that's someone's cat.
Yeah.
And listen, here's the thing. I don't know if I told this story, but I have PTSD from the time my mom ran over a cat. So that comes up. So I'm real sensitive about the cats being ran over.
Sure, yeah. That's fair.
Did I tell the story about the time my mom ran over the cat?
No, but you told the story about the time someone ran over your dog.
Yeah, my dog. I got that too. My dog got ran over. One time we ran over someone's cat, and then my mom's all crying. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, well, you ran over someone's cat. She's like, should I go back and see if I had a tag on it? I was like, Mom, you don't want to go see some fucking crushed cat that you just ran over, so I wouldn't suggest that. Yeah. So then she had to call the fucking police, and you're like, don't waste our fucking time.
Yeah, we don't have time for this.
She was like, well, that's probably someone's pet. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And she's like, well, they didn't seem too concerned. And I was like, well, they probably get those calls all the time.
Yeah.
But anyways, one time she ran over a cat. It was a little traumatizing. Whatever.
Yeah,
I got over it the next day.
Traumatizing.
I guess I still remember it, but
you worked the next day? How old were you?
No, I didn't work. I got over it the next day.
Oh, I thought you said I had to work the next day, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
I had to go.
I was like, what was this 2 years ago?
I had to go shucks. I mean, if I did run over a cat, I would probably cry about it. Jesus.
Yeah, no, but I'm just the fact that you were with your mom and she ran over a cat, I pictured you as a little boy, and then I thought you said I got to work the next day.
You don't ride around with your mom as an adult?
No.
Listen, I refuse to get in a car with that woman.
It's not often that it happens, that's all I'm saying.
Well, okay. Well, I don't ride with my mom often either.
There we go, we have an understanding.
I'm also an adult.
Oh.
Who can drive himself.
Dope.
I don't know where. Oh, cool. Good for you.
Yeah, rock on. You can find us at...
I feel like... Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know we're going to wrap this up. I feel like we should have said something holiday. I promised a holiday.
Yeah, you promised. But listen, I will deliver. Okay? Hang on. So I have this whole bit about this Santa who's also my hero. I have 2 heroes this episode. This article is from CNN, and it is called Foul-Mouthed Santa Horrifies Parents. So there's this, like, mall or something in England where there's, like, a Santa, and he's, like, waiting to come out and, like, see these kids. So he's, like, back in his little, like, room, like, waiting to come out and see these kids, and all of a sudden, like, fire alarms go off. And so Santa, and I quote, this prompted Santa Claus to burst out of his grotto, rip off his beard, and scream at the children to get the fuck out!
I'm actually laughing because I just sent you a text message I meant to send someone else, so when you get that...
Son of a bitch.
Or a Facebook
message. I thought you were laughing at me. Oh,
well, I am.
So
I was laughing at me, so I didn't call you cutie.
First of all, why the fuck are you Facebook messaging during our recording, you jackass? You asshole.
Sorry. And your story was also funny.
No, but I opened it.
That was funny. I was like, that doesn't look right. But
I get that a lot. Anyway, so can you imagine you're like, what, 5, and you're like all lit up because you're waiting in this room with a bunch of like 50 other kids.
Right.
And you're waiting to see Santa, and you've never seen Santa before, and you've got like your little letter to Santa in your hand, and you're like, oh my god, fucking Santa Claus, right? And then all of a sudden he just comes stampeding into the room, rips off his beard, and screams, "Get the fuck out!" at you. Can you imagine?
How fucking
shook you'd be?
I'm like, guys, I guess we gotta go.
Santa's really having a night.
Santa's mad. That's crazy. You see how he just pulled his beard off? Here's the thing. I was a pretty smart little kid, so my parents were already like, because I was like, that can't really be Santa. That's a fake fucking beard. And they're like, yeah, that's a helper. He can't be at all the malls.
Right,
So I already got that helper bullshit story. So I would have, in my head, I'd be like, Santa's gonna fire that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's out. He's out. Yeah. He represented him poorly.
That is fucking some negligent fucking behavior right there. That guy's fucking done. He's toast when Santa hears about this.
Yeah, he's going on the naughty list.
Yeah. That would have been my thought, I guess. I can't remember how, at some point I would have been young enough to like believe like the Santa I was actually with was the real Santa.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that would have been. But
I'm trying to place myself in the shoes of those children who just, like, they truly believe this is Santa, and then he comes, like, barging into the room, rips his beard off, and screams, "Get the fuck out!" Like, can you imagine? That would shatter your world.
I mean, I was used to people yelling curse words at a young age, so I wouldn't have been that shocked.
You'd be like, oh yeah, that's just Santa's me, though. Just like my parents.
Not everyone had a fucked up childhood, but it would have been shocked to see Santa do it. That would have been a new layer of, because I would have been like, oh, I'm safe with Santa, this will be great.
Yeah, he's the one person who won't let me down in this regard.
And then he did. I'm sure, like, kids are pretty, like, naive and gullible, so their parents are probably able to cover it up.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Santa
went on a bender. He's drunk.
He's drunk. He's fucking drunk. He's not gonna get a license to fly that fucking sleigh. So
no
Christmas is off.
Year. Yeah, sorry.
Too many DUIs.
He's not gonna pass that breathalyzer by any means.
Oh my god. I don't know. It's a stressful job. I kind of get it. I mean, you got these kids and they're fucking want all this shit. You got to lie to them and be like, oh yeah, you're gonna get that. And the whole time the parents looking at you like, don't fucking tell them that.
Yeah. What do you want? Oh, I want this $300 toy. Okay, you got it.
You got it. I got an elf working on that. Little elf working on that right now. He's his name's
Hermie the elf.
Hermie the elf.
Hermie doesn't like to make toys.
He lives in China. It's all right.
Aww. Too real.
But that would be a little shocking.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's
dude.
it.
I hope those kids survive. I hope they make it. I hope they are. Hey, your little Santa cherry's gonna get popped at some point. Might as well go in a fucking. Better to burn out than to fade away. So
I guess. Isn't it? Do you ever think about how fucked up it is that we just have this like global almost lie that we just tell all children? Like
it is. Well, it's not necessarily. I mean, it is a big lie. It's a massive conspiracy.
yeah,
it is weird that culturally we still cling on to it. I want to know.
It would be so hard to phase it out.
Right.
Like once you start, it's going to ruin it for all the people who aren't trying to phase it out. So everybody's trying to be considerate, you know, and not just do that.
There's a couple things. One, I wonder if we did a survey. We probably don't have the data. Like if less people are doing the Santa thing than they had in the past, like 50 years ago. You have to think it is less. But here also, like, I think there is like a thing about lying to the kid and misleading them about this fucking whole made up thing, and then it's gonna be traumatic when you're like, yeah, we lied to you and it was never real. Yeah. But also, I mean, but there is something great and creative about the idea and mystical and magical, which I kind of get. Like, I don't know if I necessarily want to take that away from a kid. There is something exciting about that.
Yeah, I can cherish that portion of it. And it's like, it's cool when the parents know how to be like, hey, you know, like, he's not literally real, but this is like a beautiful metaphor, and like, here's all the things that it symbolizes, and we want you to carry that forward into your life. Like, yeah, that's cool. But like,
and here's, if I ever became a parent, here's my weasel way of getting out of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to raise a kid so goddamn smart that when the idea of Santa's introduced, they're going to say that's bullshit. And now I will not feel guilty, where I'm like, correct. That is bullshit. You're a smart one. Don't tell the other children now. Don't let them
Don't ruin it for them.
Know. But you know.
You're in the inner circle, son.
Yeah. So that's my game plan. As I just have a very intelligent child, and they already know, so I don't have to break that to them.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. It sounds fun, you bullshit it. I dress up like Santa. The fucking wife wants to bang me. We're so kinky. We're like all them songs, and then we got to get
Santa baby.
And then I eat some fucking cookies and throw some presents under the tree. That's the main thing. Stick your dick
in your bitch and you go to bed.
And I go to bed. The kid wakes me up at fucking 7 in the morning.
5 in the morning. Are you kidding me? Come on.
5 in the morning. Well, one time I woke up too early and the trees weren't under the present. So you gotta... trees weren't under the present. Presents weren't under the tree. That second white clams. It's in the building.
And on that note, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas or Happy Kwanzaa or festive fucking Hanukkah.
Festivus.
Fucking happy, joyful Festivus, whatever the fuck. Or happy nothing, happy fucking Tuesday, whatever.
And if your tree isn't under the presents or whatever the fuck, you're a bad boy. Be better. Let's all be good to each other next year. Wait, we'll be back. We'll probably do another episode before the new year, right?
Yeah, we will. Yeah. Hell yeah.
We'll be back before that.
We'll at least record. I'm trying to do the math. I don't fucking know. We'll record one, but it may not be out until who knows. But here's the point of the whole point of the cut of the jib here. You go to Podbean, you go to iTunes, you go to Spotify, YouTube, Facebook.com/2inthebushpod. Share it. Go to Twitter @2inthebushpod. Share that. Retweet it. Go to Instagram. We're on there too. Go to hell. Got the Gmail. Go to hell.
Go to hell. 2inthebushpod@gmail.com. Send us whatever the fuck you want. Pics, nudes.
Piss on me, beat me.
Piss on me, beat me. Try it out. If you want to move in, you can move in. You can move in with Kelsey, not me.
Yeah. I'll do anything. Also, I just looked at a calendar. And
yes, we have a calendar.
Our next episode will be released this year. It will be New Year's Eve.
Oh, hey guys, we got a lot of stuff in store for you. New Year's Eve episode. You're gonna want to tune in. We got some big plans. You're not gonna want to miss this episode. We're gonna ring in the new year like it's never been rung in before.
Oh my god, can we do that when we record? Like, act like we're live celebrating the new year, even though it'll be not the new year that day?
Let's not give it. Yeah, guys, it's gonna be live. You don't want to. You don't want to.
Yeah, we'll record that day.
Oh my god, it'll be wonderful. I can't wait.
So cool.
Cool. Well, hey, that's an episode.
That's a wrap. Thank you all for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.